Masquera say Mari Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari kutanga kukwepa nino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingwa garoka subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Mari Zimbabwe takwigirai nyaya yakabuda yekuhura kwa Mary Mubaiwa shinzi nyaya ya Vice President Constantino Chiwenga na Mary Mubaiwa yakatanga kare hapo Mary akabatwa achinzi aihura na hairdresser wake huyo anga ari mukongolese muri Zimbabwe azvinopera mushe muri Zimbabwe sirunzi Mary akanga atofunga kuti Vice President Constantino Chiwenga baba kufa mazuva akatanga kurwara muri Zimbabwe zvakonzwa atazowanikwa achisuspectwa of attempted murder muri Zimbabwe chinzi anga atoone new life Chiwenga pavairwara nyaya yakabuditswa neThe ZW News vachitaura ivo vachiti Chiwenga's wife was cheating with a Congolese man, a hairdresser. So the behavior of Chiwenga's wife Mary, a former model and ex-wife to retired Zimbabwe Warriors forward Shingi Kaondera, has left many with more questions than answers after she participated in social community events in Harare while her husband was fighting for his life in China. Mary was not part of the welcoming group that met General Chiwenga at the airport when he returned from his 123-day medical pilgrimage. A report by a local Zimbabwean online news portal exposes problems in the paradise. Chiwenga was driven to his Chisipiti home from airport, avoiding the Borodale home he shares with his wife, Mary, who was not at the airport to welcome him. ZimLive reported in August that Chiwenga had banned Mary from visiting him in China after a fallout. Chiwenga, gravely ill in South African hospital at the end of June, was furious after Mary exposed him to legally marry here. The deathbed marriage request reportedly infiltrated Chiwenga, who had already received several briefings about his wife's alleged infidelity and even suspicions that she was behind his mystery illness. One of those infidelity allegations ZimLive understand was that the former model was cheating on Chiwenga with a Congolese man who was Mary's hairdresser. The man was later deported. Chiwenga left Mary in South Africa when he was flown to China in July and cut all communications. On Saturday afternoon, the Vice President was visited by Mnangagwa and his wife Auxilia. The two men shared a bear hug and appeared delighted to see each other. Chiwenga then flew by helicopter to his rural home in Wedza, where his extended family was expected to conduct some traditional rituals, thanking the ancestors for his healing, his source said. The Vice President has told aides he wishes to visit former President Robert Mugabe's widow, Grace, to pay his condolences following the death of Mugabe. Chiwenga was unable to attend the funeral due to his treatment. Nyaya yakange yabuditswa muri Zimbabwe ne the ZW News chinzi papasina kumira mushe Mary Mubaiwa was cheating ne Congolese man ainzi angari hairdresser wake ende chihuro ichochi chiri kunzi chakabatwa. Susan Mutami kabudawo zvakare achitaura pamusoro paMary Mubaiwa achiti she knew kuti Mary was wrong panyaya iyoyi zvinzi Mary aida kutodonhedza Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. Funga akabuda Susan Mutami panyaya yakabuditswa neGambako Media vakabuda vachitaura vachiti Australian-based socialite Susan Mutami has advised Vice President Chiwenga's ex-wife Mary Mubaiwa to confess. This comes after Mubaiwa has been amputated for the second time and this time losing her leg. Taking to X, Mutami said Mary caused trouble to herself after attempting to kill out of greed. Susan added that she hopes Mary recovers and confesses the truth. She said, to all the young girls out there, never ever bite more than what you can chew. Some of us has learned the hard way. Mary tried to kill her ex-husband for the love of money, power, and greed. A man that had changed her life and that of her family for the better. I feel for her as a woman. Emerson Mnangagwa is now out of sight and she is now suffering on her own. The Isaac Moyers are now nowhere to be found who conspired with her to kill her husband. Mukanya, midzimu wenyu wakasimba, Mwari akuchengetai nekusingaperi. There is a reason why you rose from the dead. To the Chinese government, you are indeed an all-weather friend, for better or worse. All those that stole from the general, no matter how much you get close to his wife, he knows who you are. Mary, I pray you heal and confess the truth. Genius Kadungure died a painful death, having a bomb planted in his boot of a car anti-joke. Vana, Evan, Wakabatanidziwa, crossfire. Boyanga is in prison as we speak. All you had to do was return what didn't belong to you. The infidelity yako vangavasina basa nazo. Get well soon. Ndo zvakataura na Susan Mtami muri Zimbabwe achiti Mary Chiwenga is supposed to confess nyaya yekuda kuuraya kwaakaita Vice President Constantine Chiwenga achitaura zvakare achiti kuuya kwake anga aregererwa muri Zimbabwe zvakare. His ex-wife Shingi Kaondera akabudawo achiexposa kuura kwaMary Mubaiwa achitaura iye achiti aidhimanda 700,000 yaakatorerwa naMary Mubaiwa yebusiness vakange vatanga muri Zimbabwe. Nyaya yakabuditswa neIRR vachitaura ivo vachiti Vice President Constantine Chiwenga's marriage to model Mary was irregular because a divorce from a Zimbabwean footballer was completed using forged documents, according to papers filed at the High Court this week. Shingai Kaondera and first husband to Vice President Constantine Chiwenga's wife, Mary, has come out of his shell, confronting his ex-wife with a 700,000 claim for allegedly cheating her way out of the couple's marriage. The model customarily married Chiwenga, who was divorced from his wife Jocelyn in 2011, reportedly paying 43,000 as bride price. Kaondera has sensationally claimed he never consented to divorce with the former model he accuses of forging his signature on divorce papers in the process, misleading the High Court that the parties had agreed to go separate ways. The former football star, who has admitted before that he has fallen on hard times, is now demanding 700,000 damages, claiming that he walked out of the union empty-handed. According to his summons, he filed with the High Court on 15 July 2019. Kaondera outlined that the parties were formally married to each other and their marriage was dissolved by decree of divorce granted by High Court on May 19, 2011. The summons further read, the plaintiff was never served with summons as required by the rules of the court. The plaintiff was not in the country but was in Cyprus, where he was a professional footballer at the relevant time. Mary fraudulently caused a return of service to be issued by the deputy sheriff at Harare, falsely claiming that the plaintiff had been personally served with summons on June 22, 2010 in Harare. Further to that, the defendant also fraudulently issued with an honorable court a consent paper dated 7 July 2010, wherein the plaintiff's signature was forged. The plaintiff never entered into a consent paper with the defendant regarding the divorce proceedings under HC 380510. In the said divorce proceedings, Kaondera claims Mary also relied on an affidavit of waiver and amended affidavit of waiver which purported to have been posed to by him. Kaondera also accused Mary of causing some Kangi legal practitioners to pose as lawyers and make a concession on his behalf. They submitted that Kaondera was never given a chance to either defend the divorce proceedings under HC 380510 or to consent thereto. It was submitted also that the court was misled by Mary's fraud into granting an unopposed order when in fact the plaintiff was never aware of the court proceedings. Kaondera said as a result of the irregular and fraudulent obtaining of a divorce order by his ex-wife, he was seriously prejudiced in that Mary remained with all the immovable and movable properties that the parties had acquired during the subsistence of their marriage. He said there was never distribution of the parties' matrimonial assets, and Mary walked away with everything. The ex-footballer said all his clothes remained with Mary after the fraudulent divorce. According to Kaondera, the couple had started a company called Lashell Private Limited, but he never benefited from the venture. He said as a direct result of Mary's alleged fraud, he has been impoverished. Kaondera went on to pray for an order that Mary paid damages to him in the sum of 700,000 and interest sum as well as his cost of suit on a higher scale. Tawabulitsa wakati kwa nyaya iyi muri Zimbabwe tisingazive kuti muliona sei nyaya iyi tiudzira muri kufunga mu comment section.